Alright, so what's going on, everybody? It's your boy
xDomoSenpaix.
and over the course of the last month, I've been asked the same thing.
What's the future of Gachiakuta? Where do you see Gachiakuta going?
Is Gachiakuta gonna get canceled? What the hell is going on?
All these people are saying Gachiakuta sucks.
What am I supposed to do?
Listen, man, I've been trying to tell you guys ever since I made that video about Shonen OG, right? I've been trying to tell you guys the whole time, like, don't worry about it. Gachiakuta is just getting started. It's just getting started. We've seen it from tweets from Kei Urana. We've seen the tweets from Hideyoshi Ando. We've seen the tweets from Weekly Shonen Magazine. It's literally just getting started. We don't have a grounds to say where the fuck Gachiakuta is even going. And I have a special guest, man. We have none other than the masked man here himself. I've asked him some questions about Gachiakuta, and obviously we're gonna get into that. So I appreciate you for pulling up to the video. If you guys want to go follow the masked man, make sure y'all hit up his YouTube, subscribe, watch him stream, watch him play Elden Ring, watch him do all of this cool shit, right? It's really, really dope that he did this. So one of the questions I asked is like, what do you like about Gachiakuta? First and foremost, I love the world, because that's exactly what the hell is going on, right? Like, that's exactly what these first 40 chapters have been, is establishing the world and the main character's motives. So what do you think about Gachiakuta?
Now, I think the overall things that I really do like about Gachiakuta is relatively standard and to be expected. First thing first being the setting, which actually gives me a little bit of a nostalgia regarding Astro Boy. Now, obviously, I didn't grow up during the era in which Astro Boy came out, but I'm very familiar with that franchise. In fact, the movie that I had seen, sort of like the 3D animation movie, was one that I watched many, many times as a kid. And so, if you've read Gachiakuta, some of that will seem a little familiar. But along with the artwork and some of the other side characters that seem extremely fun, I think the main thing that I really do like about the series is the main character, Ruto. Not every character hooks me from the beginning, and that's okay. Certain stories take their time in sort of establishing their main character, but in most shonen series, they do a good job of establishing that within the first chapter due to the weekly regimen that these series tend to have. And I think Gachiakuta did an amazing job in establishing Ruto as a main character from the beginning, showing his personality traits and some of the innocent things about him that make him very likable. But also, from the first chapter, sort of having this sense of revenge and wanting to see the mysteries that go along with his character. Again, I think the series has done an amazing job of providing me with a main character so far who has me incredibly invested.
I 100% agree, bro. 100% agree. It's been a really long time since there was a character that I was instantly attracted to, right? Like, I was like,
Holy shit.
this character is kind of fucking sick, right? Yeah, bro, I 100% agree. The Astro Boy point is really intriguing. I've never thought about it in that aspect. I'm gonna have to go back and read Astro Boy and get a good and try to get a good grasp of what you're talking about, because rarely do I see people talk about Astro Boy like that. That is a really, really, really dope point. So on to one of the other points that I was making, which was, the potential of Gachiakuta, right? Like, what is the potential? Because I don't like putting a gauge on the potential. I don't like talking about it that much because it's in its grassroots stage, right? It's in its very early stage. Everything is still trying to get established. And every video that I've ever come across of people just downright shitting on Gachiakuta leaves me perplexed, because it's like we don't have a lot to go off of. Everything is just now getting established. It's not, a microwavable manga to where we're just shitting out everything that we need to know right now. So what do you say to that? Like, what do you think is the potential of Gachiakuta?
Now, as for the potential I think the series has, that's a little difficult to put my finger on, given that I really like to give stories the benefit of the doubt. Any story could do anything at any certain point within the series. It's all about a matter of how the author goes about building things up, and many times some of those things are done right in front of our eyes and we don't even notice it. You never really know what an author has planning and what characters they plan on introducing, sort of the major things that will happen with these characters, for example Ruto and the path he will take as a protagonist. At this current moment, if I am being honest, I do think the series is okay. I enjoy it, I like it, but I find it to be in that early stage within the story when it's getting as familiar with the world and the characters and the pieces that will continue to move throughout as the story builds up and builds up. So regarding its potential, I really like to say this with any series, the sky is the limit.
I totally fucking agree. And like that was a lot of the points I've been trying to make in all of my chapter reviews and all of my just like downright regular theory videos and review videos that I've made about this. It's like, it's so early and pointless to try to put a stamp on what it should be and what it will be. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about this manga for almost a year, and it's like the same old, you know what I mean? Trying to tell people like, give it a minute, right? Like, give it time. And of course, lastly, is the future of Gachiakuta, which is the title of the video, right? It's like an honest conversation about the future of Gachiakuta. This is the big one because I've had so many people reach out to me, throw all of these videos at me. I know it's getting repetitive at this point of me regurgitating this shit, but I get people sending me videos of the same 3 people calling Gachiakuta mid, saying it's gonna get canceled, saying there is no future. All I have to say is like, let it be its own thing. I even made a video, right? I even made a video about this a long time ago. You know, let Gachiakuta be Gachiakuta. Let it become its own thing, right? Like, let it blossom. I just wanted to know, like, what do you think about that?
There are a lot of assumptions I could make about Gachiakuta as a series, but all of those assumptions would simply be predicated on things that I have read before. And again, I have to have the mindset that this is its own series. Yes, it clearly has its inspirations, and it has certain tropes that I'm familiar with, but all because of that, it does not mean, therefore, I know exactly how the story is going to end up and what path it's going to take regarding its characters and what it will do. Now, regarding the series and the impact it will have regarding numbers, I think if this series were to get a proper anime adaptation and continue to build up on the hype, I think it could end up blowing up vastly. I mean, series like Tokyo Revengers blew up like crazy after the anime, and well, let's not talk about that. At the end of the day, no matter how much one wants to criticize the writing or whether or not it feels familiar or not, it's a series that, from what I've seen, a lot of people enjoy and have fun with. And, well, this is an entertainment industry, and so people are going to buy entertainment. So as long as the series continues to have people intrigued and pay off on the aspect of action and entertainment, and once again, this amplified with an anime one day, again, just like with the potential of where the series could go, I really do think that the sky is the limit. Now, whether or not it will fulfill upon that potential that it's currently setting up, we will have to wait and see.
I totally agree. We ain't got to talk about Tokyo Revengers because, like you said, dude, we know where the hell that went. And, not so pretty. Not so pretty. But yeah, I totally agree. It's like, it needs to be its own thing. And I would love to see an anime about Gachiakuta. I've made videos detailing like what I would like to see, who I would like to see animated, and you know, things of that nature. It's got unlimited potential. Like you said, the sky is the limit. There's only so much that we could really expect from this and understand from what we have already. And like you said, with the path that it's taken, who knows where we're gonna go? We can only speculate, and even within the speculation, we still need to remain grounded and just let it play out. Anyways, man, thank you, Masked Man, for actually agreeing to be a part of this. And if you guys would like to reach out to the Masked Man, watch the Masked Man stuff, all of his socials and his YouTube channel, all of that is in the description. Make sure y'all go check him out. Really, really, really cool guy. And I hope that we can do more projects like this. It don't even got to be about Gachiakuta. It could just be about anything in the future. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. This was a fun video. It was more than I anticipated and more than I expected. I'm glad that this got to happen. I'm looking forward to doing more projects with more people. I've never done a collab before, right? Never done one. So this is like really, really new to me. So I'm looking forward to anybody else who would love to collab, anybody else who would love to have a dialogue about manga, anime, video games, all of that stuff. Y'all know where my email is. Y'all know where my socials are. Y'all know where to find me. So again, appreciate you, Masked Man. Thank you for doing this. As always, it's your boy, xDomoSenpaix, and I will catch you guys in the next video.